What's up guys, my name is Ace, and the initial Season 4 Reloaded update has arrived in Call of Duty Vanguard, and with this it does give us access to the brand new map called Desolation, which I will be showing some gameplay in the background just against bots because at this point it's not in public matches, so the only way to play it right now is in custom games. And on top of that, we did get some patch notes for the Season 4 Reloaded update, some of which isn't live yet. It'll be officially going live tomorrow, but I will be covering all the important details in the patch notes today as well. Before we do that though, I did want to share my initial thoughts and impressions of Desolation after just exploring it in a custom game and then playing against bots in a custom game as well. And my immediate thought when I first hopped into this map is, that's a lot of clutter. Not just visual clutter, there is tons of visual clutter. It can be kind of hard to pick out where enemies can be and can't be, and I feel like it's going to take some time to learn the map, if you still play Vanguard that is. But on top of the visual clutter, I feel like there's just a lot of clutter as far as where enemies can be coming from at any given time. There's tons of different parkour routes, there's lots of verticality to it, there's also a lot of really tight corridors and areas. However, if you do play on the outside lanes of the map, you've got some nice long lines of sight there, and this might actually be a good long shot map as well, assuming people actually play in those long lanes. And overall, while there's definitely part of me that likes a little bit more complexity and some interesting parkour routes and things like that you can take, I can't help but feel that they went a bit overboard with this map, and it does seem way too cluttered based on my very early initial impressions. Of course, that may change over time once I get some more gameplay time on it, but that's what I'm thinking about it so far at least. Now after that, the brand new Vargo S assault rifle will be coming to Vanguard tomorrow, and normally with these initial mid-season updates for Vanguard before it officially goes live, we can at least access a new weapon in custom games, and I typically get all my gun guide testing done nice and early, but it turns out this time around, they haven't given us access to that in a custom game, so can't really tell you anything about the Vargo S so far, aside from the fact that in the patch notes they mentioned you won't have as much firepower with this, so it's presumably to be a low damage assault rifle, but you will have improved accuracy and fire rate. So kind of seems like an Automaton 2.0. And then I should also mention the patch notes apparently revealed the unlock requirement for this that we're going to have access to tomorrow. And it just says, get 15 close range kills. And that's gotta be a typo in the patch notes. I'd be very surprised if this is the actual challenge. Normally you have to play at least 15 matches, so maybe it's like get 3 close range kills in 15 different matches or something, because getting 15 close range kills just in general, that just doesn't go along with how they've been handling challenges up until this point. Who knows though, maybe they're finally pivoting on that decision to force you to play 15 matches regardless of how good you are at the game, and maybe they're actually going to start to give us properly engaging challenges where if you are a skilled player, yeah, you can get 15 close range kills a whole lot faster than a lower skilled player. But if they were to do something like that, I would bet we'd have way more than 15 close range kills that we'd need for that. And therefore, I'm definitely leaning toward this just being a typo in the patch notes. Now on top of this with the update, they addressed an exploit that allowed bullets to penetrate unintended surfaces on Gondola. Then on top of this, on the map Paradise, there is a truck near the flat gun spawns, and with this, you could just shoot right through that and like directly onto a spawn point. They have now made it so you can't shoot through that truck at all to make that a proper safe spawn. And then finally with USS Texas, they just fixed a bunch of bugs and exploits with that map. As for operators, we get one new operator coming tomorrow. This is I Cannot Allow. I probably butchered that name completely. And then I should also mention, outside of the patch notes, data miners have actually found 4 operators in Vanguard's code that were added with today's update. And these are returning characters from previous Call of Duty games, kind of all over the place too. The first one is Raul Menendez, which you guys may recognize from Black Ops 2. Then we have Gabriel Rourke from Call of Duty Ghosts. We've got Khalid Al-Assad from COD 4, and then finally Seraph from Black Ops 3 as well as Black Ops 4, which is very strange. This is a weird mashup of operators from different games and completely different trilogies, essentially, which is very strange because these are just coming from completely different games and storylines, and I don't know what they're trying to do here, trying to bring everything together maybe and mash it all together, or they're just trying to make a quick buck by selling some bundles in Vanguard on these returning characters. I really don't know what's going on with this, but I did want to point out that these operators have been found in the code since this update. But getting back to the patch notes, another thing they've done with this update is they increased the grace period for slide kill challenges from 0.15 seconds to 0.5 seconds after a slide. So you've got that little bit of extra time after a slide to get your kill and still have it count as a slide kill, which I guess is a nice quality of life thing for people that are still grinding through those challenges. At the end of the day, I don't think there were too many people complaining about getting slide kills, but it's going to be a little bit easier now. And then they also added inspect animations for the M1916, the Skull Crusher, the Ice Pick, as well as the Sawtooth melee weapons, because previously they didn't have weapon inspect options. Outside of that, it's basically just some bug fixes here or there. There's like a bug fix for piercing vision, as well as the guard dog kill streak, and then some fixes to the UI in the game, but that's about it. No weapon balancing, no new perks, no new kill streaks, nothing like that. It's definitely a very small update content-wise when it comes to Vanguard, and that's kind of to be expected at this point. Seems like they're pretty committed to just doing the bare minimum from here on out, which is fair enough. It doesn't seem like many people are playing Vanguard. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to keep you guys updated on this news. And this is where I want to hear from you guys in those comments down below. First up, what are your initial impressions of the Desolation map? Do you agree with me? Do you think it is a little too cluttered? Or do you think it's fine as is? Do you like that more complexity to your maps? And then also, just in general, what are your thoughts on this Season 4 Reloaded update within the context of Vanguard? If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.